Dear Dr. King, in a 1957 speech, 7 times you pleaded with America to give us the ballot. Thanks to your leadership and the efforts of thousands of brave people across the country, the Voting Rights Act was passed in 1965. Our right to vote since has faced many roadblocks, but in the 2012 presidential election of Barack Obama, the black turnout rate of 66.6% surpassed the white turnout rate of 64.1% for the first time in history. Unfortunately, shortly after this election, the roadblocks appeared. In June 2013, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down part of the Voting Rights Act, Section 5, requiring states with a history of discrimination to have a pre-clearance of any new voting practices or procedure. The next day, your state, Alabama, announced that voters will now be required to have photo ID at the polls. But in 10 counties with the highest proportion of minorities, Alabama closed driver license offices in 8 of those counties. In August of 2017, county registrars in Alabama updated the voter rolls, and 10% of Alabama's registered voters were assigned inactive voter status. This will certainly cause widespread confusion on election day, and many will be turned away from the polls or discouraged from voting. Dr. King, we shall overcome these deterrents. But my question to you is, how do we overcome our self-inflicted deterrents? Lack of interest. My vote won't make a difference. It doesn't matter who is in office. I don't have time to vote. And lack of knowledge about issues or candidates. The black turnout rate at the polls is in decline. In the 2016 presidential election, there was a 7 percentage point decline in turnout among African Americans for the first time in 20 years. In 1 week, a decisive election will take place in Alabama. I am remembering an excerpt from your last speech, I've been to the mountaintop. You said, whenever men and women straighten their backs, they are going somewhere, because a man can't ride your back unless it is bent. Dr. King, I will always be thankful for what you gave up, your life, for our cause, the right to vote. But what will the future effect be if we don't straighten our backs and vote for our freedoms? Will the cause live up to the effect?